much as your connection to yourself is deepening right now, it feels like there's a little bit of disconnect as you try to kind of like maneuver your way through this new energy, because it is new, but at the same time, this is what you've been working towards. But it almost feels like you stepped into this door that's a very like dark inside, and I just see like little like, you know, like the little string lights that people put on Christmas trees. Like, I'm just seeing those like hung around in this dark room, and it's like you can only see so little, and that's giving me like this new internal world that you're in. Like, it's like you're getting little glimpses of these things, but they're not fully highlighted yet, and you're meant to actually like turn the lights on in there, like not realizing that you're the one that actually gets to turn the lights on. So this is more about you learning how to trust yourself in this space to understand what's in here. And when I say in here, like, I'm talking about in your mind, in you. And it feels like there's a lot of new information that's coming in, but it feels like it's flooding in very quickly. And like with these shifts happening, there's a sense of like fatigue, like very just being exhausted because of how much your energy has just been going so up and down the last fucking month. Like, it's just like, it's felt like an emotional roller coaster, but you've literally, like, I'm just seeing you riding it like peacefully. Like you've been so grounded through this roller coaster, but like, it's almost like your mind has just been on this, like, I don't know how to describe it, like, this ride. And this ride, it's almost like, imagine you're on a roller coaster for so long, you're having so much fun, and then it keeps going instead of stopping. It just keeps going and going. So you kind of just have to like let it ride out. You're just like, when is this gonna end? Like, and then you start to get like familiar with the ride. So it's like you're getting familiar with yourself, but it keeps going up and down and all over the place. But you're like trying to remain centered and grounded through this ride. And now that it's like kind of coming to a stop, it's like, okay, holy shit, I need to kind of just process everything that just went down, everything that I just experienced, and everything that I became aware of on this ride. So like there is a sense of like being patient with yourself and letting this kind of unfold naturally. It's almost like everything was going in through your subconscious, and now it's like letting it rise into your conscious and letting it be understood, but not rushing yourself to remember. It's almost like, you know, when you're studying for a test, like, I'm being so real here, I fucking never studied, but like right now is feeling like we're studying hard right now, and like you can't force yourself to remember the whole study sheet. You can't. It's almost like just being patient and knowing that you will understand when you're meant to. This recognition 303 will come to you when it's meant to. It's more so about like continuing to move through this dark room, turn on the lights like one at a time, and just look at it. You don't need to turn all the lights on at once. You can turn one on and just look at it, and kind of just like, it's getting to know this version of you right now. And this version of you is very, very, it's so different. You're so different. It's because of how much you, like I said, have learned. Like you're not the same you were literally a month ago. And it's more about you like comprehending. It just feels like your brain was in a washing machine and you're like putting it in the dryer right now, kind of drying it off. And so it still feels like it's kind of tumbling around, but it's like the more it dries off, the more it like settles and you're starting to comprehend. But this is such a new territory that you are being called to be patient with yourself and allow yourself to explore without the pressure of needing to know everything now, and just trusting that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Even if you feel like, I don't understand, like I feel kind of like disconnected right now, like even if you feel disconnected, that's for a reason. Like just trusting in the process and knowing that this whole thing wasn't for no reason. And it's going to take time to really ground into this space. So maybe you're feeling called to meditate more, or just like take time away from social media, or just like connecting in nature, like just doing things to bring yourself back to you. And that's kind of where you'll be able to really sit and hear what's needing to be heard, especially with your connection to spirit. I feel like it's really strengthening right now, but because of how much you went on this roller coaster, it's like feeling a little bit disconnected, even though they're wanting to reach you. And I feel like they're wanting you to really ground yourself right now so that you can start to receive, because it does feel like there is a sense of overwhelming exhaustion, and this can create a feeling of disconnect. So if you're being called to rest too, rest. You don't need to work, like overworking yourself, and just letting things unfold in the ways that they're meant to, and just trusting you're exactly where you're meant to be.